So this is perfect because what we're about to run through in 10 minutes is like 10 really quick things, not 10, there's probably way more than that or way fewer depending on how you slice it. But we're gonna show you quick things you can do that because the product is so big and so vast, you might have missed in your onboarding or in your daily flow. So the first one is going to be shortcut keys. Who knows how to access them really quickly? Anybody? There's a shortcut key to the shortcut keys. Ooh, man, no one's gonna get my prize. Spoiler, it was nothing. You wanna press question mark. If you hit a question mark, you're gonna get the help center, all right? The help center is helpful, but it's not what we're after. What we're after is, there we go, is keyboard shortcuts right here. So what do you see? You see a bunch of things you can do that launch with keys, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, S, Shift C, T, E, P, question mark, right, left, right, A, N. What are we doing with these things? We're launching actions very, very quickly because when you're out there in the field, maybe you're on a laptop, you want to move as quickly as possible. You don't have time to move the mouse like I just did and get lost. You need to just hit a keystroke and know something's going to happen. So for example, if you're going to add a new lead because you're talking to someone, maybe it's an open house, maybe you met them at an event with Chase Whitney and you want to add them before he does, you hit P. If you hit P, that goes right up there. And we've launched it and we can add this person and we can get going. Shortcut keys just help you move faster. If it's not something that you've used, hit that question mark, go down to shortcut keys, and then try it again. Yes, Shay?
Question mark.
Hit a question mark on your keyboard, and then it's gonna pull up the help center, and at the very bottom of your list is shortcut keys, and it'll show you all of them. You can keep scrolling down and seeing more.
You can also click the question mark and then get there, but it's just
Shortcut
to get
keys.
there. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so how many of you have used any of the AI features that we put into Follow Up Boss already? Okay, very good. That's a healthy amount, all right? So what we're gonna show you is a few of these, and I wanna talk to you first about why we're a little bit late to the game and what we've done. So when these things first started coming out, everyone was in a rush to add AI so they could be forward thinking and forward moving. But what you saw was a lot of vaporware. What you saw was a lot of thoughtless inclusion of AI into platforms. That has never been the Follow Up Boss way. So what we're about to show you is what we built and designed. And the idea was you should be able to use these things out of the box without having to train or learn how to prompt or anything. Who's interested in that? Yeah. Good, yeah. We love that, don't we? So first things first.
We're gonna talk about just getting to quick smart lists.
Yes.
Managing that. So, all right. We're going to go to people. We're going to start with people. You have all of these folks. You're going to work your smart list every day. We have an option here that we want to make sure you have this phone column right here. That phone column, if it's not there, you're going to click on columns right here. And this is where you can add, remove. Really, really important to do that because sometimes you don't need all those columns. So make sure you have phone clicked on. Now we want to also drag it over here. And then from here, we can just send a text right from here. We don't have to go into the account. We don't have to do any of that. But now from here, we can do the more cool stuff.
Not only can you launch a text, you can also call directly from there as well. So if you're in a smart list and you have this column up, you can move down a smart list rapid fire. But let's take a look. We used to do templates, but now this is the first place we're gonna see the AI at use, all right? So the AI sits as a way to auto-generate texts. We have a few options for you. You'll see the little sparkles for introduction, follow-up, still buying, nurture lead, and there's a custom if you wanna do some prompts. So you're gonna click on that and it's gonna write an introduction for you. So where did that come from? Does anyone know? Say more.
That's it, the notes and all their activity.
Correct. So with this particular lead, the AI is living only inside of my communication with her. So it's going to read all of our emails, it's going to read all of our texts, it's going to listen to all of our phone calls and have those transcripts if you've allowed it, if you're using the Follow Up Boss number and it's all in there. And it's going to take all the notes we've written, all the tasks we've created, all the calendar appointments that we've created, it's all living in there. That is context for the AI. You know what else we did with it? We taught it real estate, right? So this is not going to jump around. It's not going to mix conversations with other leads. It's going to live only within the context of this lead so that when you generate a message, it's only relevant to what's going on. So we're going to tell you exactly what it's pulling from here in a second. But in this moment, we're sending this text, which is pretty cool. We could hit send, but don't because that's a real person.
What if
There's-
trying to translate that? What if they don't speak English and we wanted to put that into a different language?
Oh, you're saying what if she spoke Mandarin? Okay, so go
What
ahead
if?
and click on custom.
I'm gonna copy this real quick, so I don't have to redo it.
Do it.
And then we're gonna go to custom.
And we can throw that in there. We could just say translate that into Spanish, French, or Mandarin's my favorite because I really couldn't believe it when it happened, especially when it worked. But you toss that in there and just tell it, translate it into most popular languages. For many of us, if you're California, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, Florida, New York, Spanish will work. So check that out. That's called Pinion if you're not a font head. That's what we're after. Yes, Chase.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Well, I'm so glad you signed up to come to this event.
Thanks for having me.
You're so
I
welcome.
know, don't.
Uh,
yes.
I didn't know it.
This right here, you want to talk moving fast, like kiss Duolingo goodbye. Let's bury that owl. We don't need the owl anymore. We've got this. There's opportunity there, right? Yes.
Response to that in Chinese? How do I understand that?
You could flip that back. It would flip back. So that little pro tip, pretty new. Sorry, I'm going to try to not to be in front of the speakers there. But what we're after is simplicity. As you can see, this required nothing from us other than generate a message based off our past communication, turn it into the other language, we can hit send, and it's off. And this all happened from inside the smart list. This is about speed.
It's also really important that you're using the follow boss dialer because if you're not, we're not capturing any of this. And then you can't do this really cool stuff inside there.
Correct. It's a non-negotiable.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so what we wanted to do was we can jump into this lead real fast just to show you a few things. So up at the top, this is what's called a smart summary. So what's coming into those messages is coming from all your prior communication, but it's also being used to build this smart summary and suggested tasks. So what you're seeing here is about 4 to as many as 9, I'll see, bullet points where it's summarizing your entire communication history with that lead up at the very top of their lead profile page. So if you're actively in conversation with someone, this can be helpful. But imagine if a lead that was cold that you hadn't spoken to in 2 years popped back up on your phone. Now imagine you pull them up and follow a boss and you can remember the exact last 6 things you talked about. Date, time, stamped. You sound like a genius because you are, right? What we can also do down here is suggested tasks. What do you think we can do with these? I'll tell you. Flip it right into a task. And we can assign that to anyone we want. There we go. I just made a task. I assigned it to a teammate, and it's right up there in the top right. Oh, you can't see? I'm so sorry.
Oh, so sorry.
Tanisha, can you see now? So the smart summary is going to live natively inside of each lead if you have it turned on. That is a feature that you will need to make sure is turned on.
I haven't turned on yet. You know what? Not
Love that.
everyone has it turned on yet.
Ooh, not everyone has it turned on. Should we talk about turning it on? What was that, Jen? Yeah,
It is
it is
rolling
rolling out. So this is a feature that's coming. A lot of people do have it. If you don't, you can look forward to it. It is coming. It's mostly out.
We're gonna, yeah, it's rolling out. It's rolling out, yeah.
Check and see. If you have a CSM, talk to them. Ask them about it. If you don't have a CSM, email me at Janelle@followthus.com.
And she will guarantee you get it. If you had real scour subscribe, you hide it and they'll help you view where they saw and see.
Correct. So this is pulling from all the activity inside of here. It's living inside of this contact page. So a lot of the data that comes in, depending on how robust the connection is, you're going to see it pop up in this smart summary and see your suggested tasks. But a lot of us here, who's here is a team leader. Who here has agents that work under them? Okay, good. This next bit's for you because we're going to talk about reporting, and in particular, this fun feature of call reporting. Because when we talk about follow-up boss, one of the things that we care about is that you guys have visibility into what's going on with your agents. So if they're using the follow-up boss number, if they talk for 15 seconds, the AI is going to be recording and transcribing exactly what that phone conversation is. You should be able to find it and see it quickly without having to jump to every single lead profile page. So if you go into reporting and you click call logs, which we're going to do, and I've expanded it to the year, you can go over to actions. And if you see there's that little call details, 4 arrows exploding out into all 4 corners, go ahead and click one. Oh, not that one. It has to be one where we talk. Go to Nancy Clancy. That was a longer phone call. I was talking to Alex. That's a fake person. There you go. So just by clicking on that, you can now access the call notes, the summary, the suggested tasks, and the entire transcript of a phone call. So if you're working with your agents and you go into call reporting, you can go and pop into any one of those conversations and get not just a good read on what happened, but let's just say you have questions about how that conversation went. No more questions. It's all right in there. Yes, sir.
So you need the phone number through follow-up.
Correct.
Correct.
You to be doing your communications through there.
Correct.
So either sitting at your laptop or whatever. What about if you get a phone call back from someone through that number to your cell phone? Will it record?
Are you talking about your cell phone, which is your personal through Verizon or AT&T, or are you talking about your follow loss
What if they
number?
call back the follow-up boss number that rings?
It's all in here.
So as long as they call the follow boss number, which we'll forward over to your cell phone if you set that up, then it's all going to be in there.
Okay.
Yep.
So yes, as long as the communication is happening through the follow boss number in some way, that is going to be transcribed and living inside.
And this isn't as robust. I mean, when you have, we have just demo accounts, but when you have an actual account, this is like super robust. You're going to get those suggested tasks that it's just wild to see it. And if you have it right now, definitely open up your laptop and look at that. Question right here.
For you, my account, but I have a question for you, Janelle.
Yeah.
So I just email. Why does it show 1 open, 2 clicks, and I just send it to you like, help me?
So the clicks could be there's a company email sometimes will do that. They have like walkers, they have like security, things like that. Jen, you might be able to even speak a little bit more on that. But usually that's why we see that.
Maybe she opened it.
And then somebody opened it. That would definitely be it.
Yes, Joe.
Follow-up to that. So let's say you're on your cell phone. It's not true. The phone number, but you put your notes in. The AI able to see not only the notes from the phone through the follow-up boss number, but also any notes.
So number one, I'm going to chastise you. You shouldn't be not using your follow boss phone number. But yes, if you add notes into follow boss, it will read through the notes.
How many times do we get called directly to our cell phones from?
I mean, it depends on how well you've communicated it out. We encourage people, like, getting the follow boss number is a great excuse to reach out to all your leads and just reintroduce yourself. In fact, you could warm up cold leads accidentally just by saying, hey, just making sure you have my new business line number. You'll never know. When you kick rocks, sometimes things crawl out, right? So I would say best practice is always use it, always expect it from your customers. But if not, if you add notes, the AI will read through the notes.
Another really cool thing, I'm going to get to you in one sec, is the V card. And if you're not using that, I encourage you to do that. Go into your profile picture or your initials, click on that, and that is where your settings are, but that's where your V card's located. Go in there and add your social links, add your website, add any information you want, because what happens then is you can go to send a text message and all of that. Ooh, do not do that right now. I'm going to deploy
Please don't.
that. It always happens in the middle of the day when you're at a meeting. If you go in your, Jimmy, can I click on this?
Yeah, please do.
All right, so when you go into your settings right here, this is your V card. Just click edit details, and now you can add your computer's
A really handsome
online.
picture if
Sorry.
you want.
You can add your computer's a little, okay, there we go. Add all of this right here, URLs, your notes, and then when you're ready to send it to someone, you could do it from the mobile app as well. You're gonna go into an account, hit text, and here is your V card right there. You can even send it on behalf of if you're your team lead admin, send it on behalf of someone on your team. And when you send it, I'm not gonna do it, it pops up. It looks so good. You don't know it's not a regular phone number. No one has any idea. But what's even cooler is that they have your personal information already, your other cell phone number. Now it's gonna pop up and say, maybe Teresa. And then all they do is just update. no one 10-digit dials. I mean, like, honestly, no one's 10-digit dialing your phone number. They're touching in your contacts and they're calling you. Now you can initiate that. You can send that text. And now we're rocking and rolling and all of that.
For time's sake, we have one question.
Yeah,
Can we take
sorry.
one and then call it? Is that possible? All right. Jeff says yes. Oh, okay.
It's really not a question. It's just a statement. One of the biggest, follow-up also me out to me, right? But one of the biggest things that I was having was me being on the road, showing people houses, and then when they call me, I get back home, I don't know what the conversation was.
Yes.
I had no idea, and that was really just crushing, right? Because then I had the phone say, I forgot about this, I forgot about that. But now when I get home, I just pull up my inbox, and if it's new, it goes to the company. If they log in, it goes to my inbox. I hear all the conversation and everything, the summary, like it's perfect. Like that to me, that was like a difference maker.
It's amazing.
I love it. And what was your name again, sir? Marcus
Marcus,
is completely correct. Like the idea here is the most successful of y'all tend to be the people who would rather be in conversation with real people than taking good notes. And so building a perfect assistant to take all your notes for you all the time is what we're after. And this is turbocharging it a lot to where it's not just taking notes that are perfect. It's also telling you what you should do with those notes and allowing you to send initial texts after those based on those notes. So Marcus, thank you for that commercial. Jeffrey, last one or
So, as a team lead during onboarding, one of the little things that we do is we tell our agents to count how many steps it takes to call a family member. And we tell them to go to follow-up boss on their phone to go see how many steps it takes to call a client. And it's the exact same amount. So it's not barter. It's just more efficient and it's better. Get out of your comfort zone.
And if you don't have the dialer, last thing, you can do it free for 14 days. Don't do it now. Do it when you get home. You have a little time. And then go into your power-ups and turn call recording on, because that needs to be done if you don't have that already on. Right. Call recording. So it records the call, and then all of that will work. Yeah. You need to be on the desktop. Yeah.
for power-ups you do. But also, how many of you are in two-party consent states for call recording? Anybody? Okay, we have stuff for you. We already have messages that you can turn on. It's a quick little, hey, we're making sure you're recording so that you don't have to teach your agents to do that. It's automatically going to happen every time. You can toggle that on and off. But I would always say this, if you are going to be doing anything with this, know the rules and laws of where you hold your license. But we have set up everything to be able to accommodate for wherever you practice real estate transactions.
And one thing on that, we're in California, right? So when that disclosure wasn't available, we had to go through training. Hey, make sure when you call somebody, hey, it's on a recorded line, how are you? But when that came out, not only does it outbound tell them the lead when you make the phone call, but when you get the calls forwarded to your cell phone and they're not in call boss enough, but just a random number comes in, when I answer the phone, it tells me it's recorded, which tells me it's a work call and not a personal call. So I can answer the phone very differently, right? Casually, professionally, based on that initial, jeez. That's how I do. That's how it is.
That's really clever. I haven't had anyone tell me that. I love it. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, I also found that the call reporting is important if you're talking to lawyers.
Oh, yeah.
Back
I've heard that before.
sign, right? A spring case, for example, or a realtor who promises something that they will do as part of a contract.
You can pull up the receipts and know for sure. And that means you can go to bat for your team or you can have a difficult conversation with your team. But that's exactly right. So I know we were only supposed to have like 10 minutes.
Can I get a picture of all you and we can just wave and I'll put it up in the community?
And if you have further questions, want to see other things, please come talk to us in the back booth. We are here. I'm Jimmy. This is Janelle. Come bug us. We would love to talk to you about Follow Boss.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes.